2018. Top of the morning, wake and bake. It's your boy, the King of Bog Style, Jim Vicious. And he once found a 5-leaf clover, but smoked it accidentally, my co-host.
Mr. Tyler Fudge. Now, this elusive 5-leaf clover Jim's talking about, that is my God's green crack that I got here. So, yeah.
Is that what you got today? That's the weed of the day over there?
It is. God's green crack.
I have whatever the fuck the guy sold to me. It's really good, though. Really good.
Man, that's all you can ask for is good weed, good buzz, good taste, good feelings, good podcast.
And good friends. Holy shit.
Fuck.
Suplex City Limits available for listening wherever fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on the show Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show, consider supporting it by picking up a t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. We got 4 designs available, sizes small to 5XL, shipping intergalactically. Or you can donate on our Patreon as little as $1 a month. Get yourself a shout-out on the show for $5 or more. So we want to give shout-outs to our friends, Casey, Wrestling Soup Podcast, The Mizcast, Infamous Chris Savage, The Rice-A-Roni Jabroni Tyloni, Insane, and Irish Ian Jackson. Is Ian Jackson Irish?
Is he? I
believe he is.
I don't know.
Either that or we just offended the man. I thought he was.
Well, I mean, I'm not the one. Why are you asking me of all people?
No shit, right? Oh, fuck. Well, if you are, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. If you're not, I'm sorry. Our geography sucks. Jump in Jeremy Foltz, Kick-Ass Keith Martin as well. This week on the Pot Smokin'est Wrestling Pod on the internet, the podcast of the Immortals. We've got a lot of shit going on.
Well, since we wrote it down for the first time ever, yeah, it looks like it's a lot of shit. But I have a feeling that we've always got a lot of shit. We just stumble our way through it.
We've got the Ring of Honor 16th anniversary, some New Japan Cup. We've got Mark Tank, top 3, bitching with Burbs, Jared's hot takes, voicemails. Holy fuck. Fastlane we're talking about.
Raw, SmackDown, NXT.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I watched Impact this week, huh?
See? It is daunting. That's a lot, Jim.
There you go. We might as well start it off this week with the Suplex City Limits top 3.
Suplex City Limits top 3.
Suplex City Limits top 3, our top 3 matches of the week. This week we've got a couple from the New Japan Cup, which I'm having a hard time keeping up with all of the New Japan Cup.
There's a lot, especially with the rest of the wrestling that we're bombarded with each week.
Yeah, there's so much fucking wrestling going on. But we've got Kota Ibushi versus Yoshihashi from the New Japan Cup. Fucking great match. I'd say probably my match of the week.
Yeah, well, I do feel bad I didn't get a chance to catch any of the New Japan Cup this week. But from what I hear, it is a good... Anything with Kota Ibushi is fantastic anyways, especially when you got a comparable worker like Yoshihashi.
Yeah. I'm finally starting to like Ibushi. Like, I always thought, like, he's a great wrestler and everything, but there's something about him that I was just like, he doesn't look intimidating. He just looks like some dude from Final Fantasy or something.
I get you.
I
get you.
So he's got that haircut and stuff. Like, I don't know. But highlight of this match, Ibushi does a moonsault off the balcony. Fucking crazy. Pretty high, too. Like, higher... I wonder if it was higher than that Hangman Page one. I think they're one-upping each other.
Maybe. It could be. It could be battling for... Well, Hangman Page and that whole feud is on Cody's side, right?
Yes, he is.
There you go.
Makes
Dueling
sense.
moonsaults when they have their big 8-man brawl or whatever.
That's good shit. We have also Naito.
Naito.
I love the girls love Naito. They just Naito.
Yeah, I fucking love Naito. Don't just say the girls.
I do too. That's true. Versus Zack Sabre Jr. Really good match. I don't know. Were these on the same? I'm trying to think if they were on the same fucking episode of it. It might be. I don't know. Go check those matches out. And the other match in the top 3 this week is the Hung Bucks taking on. I moved all my stuff now. Taking on SoCal Uncensored.
SoCal
in Las
Uncensored.
Vegas.
Now, who is that
Plus-
again? That's Daniels, Kazarian, and what's his
Scorpio Sky.
Scorpio Sky.
This was a Las Vegas street fight from Ring of Honor 16th anniversary. It was pretty awesome. Kazarian, he pops a gusher off his head, so he's pouring blood everywhere. Tons of weapons, high spots like crazy. They fucking at one point prop up two pieces of like the metal railing with another piece inside. Daniels takes a crazy bump. I would say through it, but not just onto it. You know,
I heard about this bump. That
dude,
man,
vicious man.
And then Daniels at his age too. You look at he's what 46 or something.
Yeah.
I was watching Netflix there. I was watching that new season of Love, and Christopher Daniels plays a referee in a wrestling episode.
Yeah.
That's Titus O'Neil in it. Not Titus O'Neil, fucking Tyrus.
Oh God, Tyrus. Yeah.
Yeah. He seems to be in every Netflix TV show that has something to do with wrestling. He's always a wrestler somewhere.
Well, he looks like one, right?
He does. He does.
Remember that Bucks thrust this crazy elbow off the ladder through tables. You know, it's the usual sort of fucking thing. So, but Shane Taylor drags the ref out while there's a submission on, and they come in. So they take the win. We got new champs, so-called uncensored.
It still boggles my mind that there's a 6-man title.
I like it, man. I like that shit.
I mean, it's... I don't know. I've always just glanced through 6-man tags, but now, mind you, these aren't your regular 6-man tags either. These are main event 6-man tags almost. This was probably the main event, hey?
This was the main event, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And they can be, and they should be, too. These matches are fucking crazy, so...
Yeah.
And there's nobody more over on those shows than the fucking Young Bucks, right?
No, you put anybody with the Young Bucks, and they're bound to get over at some point in time. Like, look at Adam Page got over.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes got over on the Indies.
Yeah. They're even kind of getting fucking Flip Gordon over by unassociation.
Especially, like, when you look at Flip Gordon, too, Flip Gordon, very athletic, but his matches aren't that great yet. You know what I mean? He's doing crazy shit, but he fucks shit up sometimes and stuff like that. But you give him some more time, and he'll be great. But just his association with the Young Bucks has just propelled him.
Yeah. Actually, I take back to the fact this was not the main event. I'm sorry.
Oh, what was the main event? Was it Dalton Castle?
Main event was Lethal and Castle.
Yeah.
So, whatever on that. But to quickly blast through what else happened on this show. Well, Takahashi had a match on here versus Flip Gordon.
Yes, that's right, too, yes.
It's pretty good. Takahashi, Daryl was under the weather, so he was unable to make the trip. That's what they said.
Couldn't get him past customs.
I don't know. He stole one from a girl in the crowd, like a tiny little Daryl.
Baby Daryl.
Yeah, he brought him in the ring. Punishment Martinez, he redeemed himself this week against Marty Skrull.
There you go. He has a match on... who is he taking on at Supercard of Honor?
He's taking on Ishii to Supercard of Honor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know. At one point, I mean, they'll say for the guy, he's 6'7", I guess they say, whatever. He did a running front flip over the fucking post from the ring, like jumps from the ring. Well, no, did he maybe jump spring off the rope? I'm not even sure. Regardless, he did a front flip over the fucking post.
Man, that's something. You know what I mean? Like, you take a guy that size. Like, look at what Undertaker did all the time. He would jump and then nosedive right down to the ground. So
he may as well just do a fucking front flip.
Yeah.
He did another one in this match, front flip to the outside. That's where he does it really well the way he does. He runs at the rope and then launches off the second rope, just like 1 foot up on it, and front flip to the outside through a table and shit. I thought he really redeemed himself in this match from that abortion last at the Manhattan Mayhem show.
Well, I mean, and you look at it too, the Manhattan Mayhem show. Do you really think those guys take that show so seriously as these pay-per-views?
I don't know. I mean, they seem to. Page did a fucking moonsault off the balcony at Manhattan Mayhem.
Yeah, but he's fucking retarded, though. Right?
But he is retarded, let's not forget. Kenny King defeated Silas Young in a TV championship match. Post-match, Austin Aries is out. Carrying 4 belts, trying to be fucking Ultimo Dragon and shit.
Yeah, and he
Ultimo
challenges
Dragon
for the
is,
fucking TV title of all things.
Yeah,
you and all your
weird.
belts is going to challenge. Okay, cool, yeah.
I guess really it's like the one belt he didn't get when he was in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes every other belt under him worse for him going for the TV title. You know, it just makes no sense.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, why would you want Impact stink on you? You know, by even fucking around with them. Like, I wouldn't fuck with them at all. You know?
It's true. Now, mind you, Impact's had their best ratings all year. You know what I mean? They're getting better ratings than they did last year. So what they're doing is it's working a little bit, but
all you have to do is smash a man in the face with a baseball bat, you know?
Yeah, and then fucking work it.
Yeah.
Say you're not sorry on Twitter and shit. Just cause a controversy.
Work all the marks that watch your show.
Yeah.
What else we have in this? Oh, Cody had a match with Matt Taven, and he has Barry the Bear with him all the time now.
Yes.
And post-match, the head comes off. It's Kenny Omega. He takes out fucking Cody, and then Brandy lays a big kiss on him.
On Kenny Omega, hey?
Yeah, and he looks as grossed out by it as you would expect Kenny Omega would a kiss from a woman.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the way I heard it put was just trying to veer him away from Kota Ibushi, show him the love of a woman.
Is that what they're trying to do?
I think so. Or something
I wasn't
along
sure.
those lines. The break up Kota Ibushi
sure.
by having him get feelings for a woman or something.
I did see that like Ibushi shook hands with some guys from the Bullet Club, like on today's New Japan Cup show.
Really?
So I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what's going on. They're gonna break this up this soon. It seems.
No, I think they're just gonna, because they got the match against the Young Bucks, and then Supercard of Honor. You got the Kenny and Cody match. Yeah. They're not going to break it up until then. And I would imagine that we'll get at least 6 months, maybe 3 to 6 months of them doing tags before anything happens. And then Wrestle Kingdom, they have their match, Kenny and Kota. Yeah. That's what I would imagine. I would say around, what's that show they do in September? Destruction? In Hiroshima?
Sure. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And have them break up there and build it going into Wrestle Kingdom. So,
I mean, they don't mind planting seeds early over there.
Yeah,
like, they'll play the long game. Remember, I mean, how long ago was it that the first Cody and Kenny thing happened? Right?
Exactly.
That was a long time ago. So
exactly,
it's interesting that they're going to let this match happen on Ring of Honor and not in New Japan. I'd be like,
I think that's mainly because it's their story and not New Japan's. I think New Japan's just letting them tell it on their TV somewhat. But I think this is being the elite thing with ROH.
Yeah, it's taking place over there too.
Yeah,
more over there because Omega's there.
That's true. Yeah,
it's interesting.
You can even plant seeds to at the G1. You can even have Kenny and Ibushi face each other at the G1 tournament, right? You can start dissension there and then go from there. It's great. I think you can, as I'm talking about it, I think I've booked a great program there.
I don't know. I'm not ready for it yet, but I guess maybe by then I will be.
Yeah.
Because how long can you really tie up, two top guys in a tag team?
And how many tag teams over there can you realistically see them facing more than once? Like, look at the New Japan tag division in the heavyweights. It's not that good.
No, it was never been that good. Well, maybe at some point, but not in recent memory, right?
No.
Even when they had good teams like War Machine, it was like, okay, they have War Machine and...
Yeah. Killer Elite Squad.
Archer and fucking... What's his name?
Gorillas of Destiny.
Yeah. Not fucking teams that are over with me.
No.
Teams that are over with me, Motor City Machine Guns lost the championships to the Briscoes, also on this show.
I would imagine that would be a great match because the Briscoes are great.
Yeah. So, Ring of Honor 16th anniversary. Worth checking out. And of course, Dalton Castle retains on that show. So, pretty good. I think it's time to talk about some news.
This week in the news, nothing really important, but somebody's got a DUI, so over to you, Jim.
I'm Jim Vicious, and this is the news.
We caught you off guard that time.
No, the fucking audio is kind of zany on my end.
Fair
We're
enough.
good.
We're
6-star
fine.
podcast.
7-star.
What do you mean there's not a lot of news? Nikki Bella returned to in-ring action this week, dude.
Where?
I think that Madison Square Garden show. I was joking.
I was like,
But yeah, she did
news to
return.
me.
That did happen.
Yippee.
Yeah. John Cena and Nikki Bella defeated Elias and Sonya Deville in a mixed tag match.
Why? Why Elias and Sonya Deville? Why?
I don't know. I also saw on their on WWE's social media, Brock Lesnar just fucking beating Braun Strowman into like fucking the ground with a chair. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
At MSG?
Yeah, at MSG.
Fair enough. I mean, why would you just... Because you know we'll never see that.
What do you mean?
Like that show? That MSG show?
Oh, well, no, but I mean, they willingly on their own shit showed Brock Lesnar smashing him with chairs and shit.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like, why tell a story through that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's fair. One other thing related to WWE this week that was really comical, they had a WrestleMania 35 press conference.
Yes.
And they had Alexa sitting right next to Nia. I was like, don't even bother trying, guys.
No. Kayfabe is really dead. It really is.
Yeah. Don't strain yourselves.
That was one of my news. You must have a lot more news than I do.
Well, they announced the Fabulous Moolah
Yes.
Battle Royal. And it got tons of backlash. All of us shit on it as well on Twitter. And it didn't even take, we didn't even get around to recording to complain about it before they changed it. So,
but what was really interesting though, I watched Raw, and then they had the video package. I was like, oh, they're going all out for Moolah, and then you hear the backlash all night, all afternoon. Watch SmackDown. Oh shit, another big Moolah video.
Yeah,
they're really set on this. And then 2 days later, nope, it's done. It's like, you heard the backlash on Monday. Why play the video on Tuesday?
Well, but that's the thing. It's like, I mean, we all knew that. Well, no, I guess not. I mean, I don't think a lot of newer fans knew all the history about her. But
Maybe not, no.
I didn't care, really. If you'd have been like, oh, yeah, it's the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal. And that was it, okay. But, dude, the videos of, like, saying, oh, she was a trailblazer and she helped women's wrestling and all this shit. I was like, you get the fuck out of here with this.
Yeah, if anything, she hindered it. Like, she was essentially a pimp that stole the workers' money for doing absolutely nothing. Everybody hated her. Like, she pigeonholed a lot of people.
A lot of people say she didn't have a good bone in her body.
Probably not, no. Probably not. I mean,
I wouldn't put my bone in that bitch either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why she had to pimp women out. No one would pay to fuck her.
No,
fucking
not.
handsome-looking bitch.
She looks like she shaves her mustache every night.
She is a fucking ugly bitch.
She is.
So,
She's
but I
dead
also
bitch,
heard, too,
too.
it was really
She
Snickers.
did.
She did. I heard it was Snickers that
Yes.
was a big reason.
That's what I heard as well. And Jim, I'm sure you've got Stephanie McMahon's tweet there. If you read the tweet, it doesn't say that they made the decision.
Oh, yeah, no, then it is the most pretentious horseshit promo, or tweet you've ever expect from Steph McMahon, right?
Yes. What was it?
She says, thank you, WWE Universe, for using your voice. What remains most important is that the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal will be a historic match, and it's part of WWE's unwavering commitment to our women's division. # Women's Evolution, # change the name.
Oh, you cunt! What a cunt!
She is such a cunt.
So she basically says, due to your outcries, we've changed the name.
Yeah.
So you look at it, She's not saying it wasn't Snickers. She's not saying it was WWE that made the decision. I'm sure Snickers went to them and was just like, hey, change this fucking shit or we're pulling all of our advertisement and our money.
Well, it's not like she's going to be like, well, it took sponsors threatening to pull out for us to change this. They knew all this shit. They didn't give a fuck.
No.
So I actually, props to fucking wrestling fans for
definitely
fucking doing this, man.
Definitely, I agree. And you look at it too, Moolah was probably like to Vince, she's family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's not going to look over it like that. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and too, we've been saying it since the beginning of it. In the beginning of this fucking show, the Warrior Award should be next because obviously that guy is a piece of fucking trash, and they're considering they're going and making him try to look like he was a fucking hero is pathetic.
And when you really analyze it, and you see that the Warrior Award has been closely knitted with like women's cancer or whatever, the fucking breast cancer awareness shit, and What did he do about Bobby Heenan when he had cancer?
He wished
death on him or something?
Cancerous death on, yeah.
Which, come on, man.
Bobby Heenan.
Really, that's just ironic. That this is
because
somebody has to be pointing this in this direction, being like, "Oh man, this is great."
But because fucking Heenan pointed out the fact that he was a fucking nut job, narcissist, piece of shit, right.
Yeah.
What did Bobby Heenan ever say? He fucking sucked at wrestling, and he was fucking insane. Those are true statements.
Nobody's disagreeing with him.
Well, evidently they are. So, fuck all that. The Warrior Awards next. We even talked about it when they did the Mae Young thing. I was like, really? Like, Mae Young? She doesn't have a clean history either.
No, you're fucking right. She doesn't.
You used to rob guys and shit. They like fuck a married man.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking madness?
Knock him out, take his money, and then they go, "Oh, so he's married. He won't go to the fucking police and shit." Well, some did.
Yeah.
Look into that. It's fucking crazy.
It's it's a shady background that a lot of wrestling have, and I'm sure there's different people you could have went after, like Mildred Burke, maybe. You know what I mean? There's different names you could use, but they're just not ready names. You take Mae Young and Moolah; those names are used because they were around in the Attitude Era. So there's a lot more people that know what Moolah and Mae is.
Because they made those, they could have embraced the history of Mildred Burke.
Yeah,
had they decided to.
Yeah, of course.
If they would have gave the same effort to making their fans aware of her, it'd be a different situation. But they haven't. They buried all those people because, Fabulous Moolah was like the only woman who wrestled between, 1872 or whatever the fuck it was when she started.
If you look on paper, she had the belt for 87 years or something like that?
87 years. 115 years.
Yeah. Defended it 6 times.
She got her start back in 1812, wrestling and fucking
Uganda,
wrestling near Waterloo.
She's wrestling on one of the fucking riverboats.
Yeah, but Mildred Burke was like a legit star.
Yeah,
right. And that shit wasn't the bullshit either. We're watching AWA from 1983 for pay-per-view Take 2, and there's a legit women's tag match in there where they are not dressed like hookers. They are, decent in the ring. They're having a genuine fucking wrestling match.
And how's the crowd?
Into it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah. But it's just this whole thing of they did this. You can't sit and pat yourself on the back about where you've taken women's wrestling when you were the whole cause of it being the way it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, women's wrestling was legit forever. Until the industry leaders, started doing fucking dumb shit, having them rip lingerie off of each other and shit.
Like, you went too far when there was bra and panties matches in wrestling video games. That's when you went too far. Right? So
how can you sit and be like, oh, fuck, look what we did, when you were the cause of it? You're the reason. Now, granted, ECW had, slutty women too, but...
They had the lesbian angle, which
But they're also, like,
a
tiny fucking company, right? In the history of things.
Yes, I mean they're a tiny company with a It's like a Napoleon complex, you know what I mean? Like, they try to be bigger than they were. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, the ring
ultimately,
broke and they sent what's her name out there to strip.
yes, Kimona.
God damn, she was hot.
Yeah, she was.
Kamana Wanalea, dude.
Kimona Wanalea, not Kimona. Yeah, there you go.
She was fucking hot. What else we got in the news this week? Former TNA star, Chase Stevens.
Well, what
know who
about
that guy
Chase
is?
Stevens? Yeah, one half of the Naturals. Of course I know who Chase Stevens is.
He was arrested following a bloody brawl with Brian Christopher.
Over crack cocaine, I'm sure. At a Memphis Pro fucking thing.
He was taken into custody February 18th in Indiana for battery.
Just finding out about it now.
Following an incident that took place at a hotel. Yeah, we're just finding out about it now, I
That's
guess.
how much everybody cares about Chase Stevens and Brian Christopher.
Yeah, the report states an intoxicated Brian Christopher Lawler entered the lobby bloody with severe injuries, and he was really fucked up. Orbital eye socket discoloration, 2-inch laceration on his brow. No, some of his teeth were knocked out. So,
Chase Stevens not a scratch.
yeah, well, who knows? But evidently he fucked him up. So,
Fair enough. I mean, I take that more of as a pat on the back to Chase Stevens. Because fuck Brian Christopher, man.
Brian Christopher told police that Chase thought he was making an advance on his girlfriend.
On his crack pipe, you mean?
But he says he wasn't, so. Yeah, I don't know why it took this long, for us to hear about it.
Nobody cares about it. That's why. That's exactly what. Nobody cared to ask. They see Chase Stevens went to jail. It's like, Chase, I'm sure it's not the same Chase Stevens. Just walked away.
Yeah, exactly. What other news stories you got?
We could talk about the Johnny Bravo video.
Yeah. What did you think about that?
It's not much. There's not much to it. With all this hype, they focus more on Luther Reigns than they did Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is an allegation. There's no proof behind it. There's no actual documentation. So it's like, he says he's got another computer coming and he's going to continue making the movie. And it's like, I see what you're doing here. I see it. I see what you're doing. So he's basically just trying to get it, because he's a movie maker and he's just trying to make videos that's going to get a lot of hits. That's basically what he's doing, in my opinion.
Guy's a fucking, I don't know who that guy is. He seems like a douche, though.
He does. He does.
I mean, it's like, wrestlers on steroids. Like, that's not a surprise to anybody, really.
Well,
he mentioned, Sheamus, Cena?
Yeah.
Like, always said, oh, never take his steroids. Like, sure, dude.
But like, there's no physical evidence of Sheamus or Cena buying it. It's their doctors that were buying it, or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's all kinds of guys. Different, it's interesting, but it's like, really, everyone's just looking for the Roman Reigns shit because we're hoping to be spared Roman Reigns and Lesnar at WrestleMania. And time's running out. Come on.
No, it's not going to happen. Roman Reigns is it's going to happen. But you look at it too, and I paused one of the emails, and it was an email about Luther Reigns, and it was from 2016, and he was still calling him a WWE wrestler. It was like, this guy probably doesn't even know his head from his ass, because Luther Reigns last was in the WWE in 2006, maybe.
I mean, he says in there, he knows the difference. He's like, no, it's not. I wasn't confusing Luther Reigns and Roman Reigns. I know both of them, and both of them are involved.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I mean,
who knows?
We've been taught before that not everything on the internet is true, kids.
There you go. Jeff Hardy, this is true. He was arrested for driving drunk.
Yep. No, Jim, no. He was not arrested for driving drunk. He was arrested for getting into a car accident while drunk.
A single car accident while at 3 times the legal limit. I knew
fucking
you'd
Jeff.
come back to a fucking bar. Jeff, you drunk son of a bitch.
What if this is a work?
Just shut the fuck up.
Well, but just think about it. What if this is a work and Jeff Hardy is broken by this?
Fuck. They already no, they already filmed all his shit.
Yeah, and
this.
yes, and Rebby Hardy came out and said Jeff Hardy is not needed in the video, so you know what's happening. He's getting edited out of that video.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what's going to happen.
I would think so. But then
Really?
you look at it, Jey Uso, or whichever one got the DUI or DWI. I don't know what the difference is. I don't really care. Nothing really happened with him.
A little bit different, though, because, for one, he doesn't have a long history of being a fuck-up,
Yes.
you know?
Until he didn't almost kill himself.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I'll give him a mulligan. Jeff Hardy, it's like, he's supposed to be clean, that motherfucker.
Well, I mean, it wasn't alcohol that was his problem before, was it? It was like
I think
hard
it's just
drugs. Wasn't he in
I think
like
it's just
meth and
everything,
shit?
dude. Yeah, I think it's just everything. With
Yeah. But they haven't fired him yet. He even came back and said that his injury is obsolete, like it's done, like he's healed now or something.
Yeah.
So you think that like they would tell him to not do that or something if he was going to be suspended? I don't know.
Well, they'll probably send him to rehab.
For drinking. You did something
Yeah.
completely illegal, but you know what I mean? You did something that a lot of the
Well, you can
population
still
does.
have a fucking problem with it, you know?
Well, yes, I agree. I
mean, Sue Young released a statement. She said, Rich Swann is no threat or harm to anyone. So,
just himself.
I support and love my husband to the fullest, and he is my heart. Respect our privacy and show him all the love, for love will heal all. So, you know. We talked about that last week. He's allegedly retiring. I don't believe it. I think he'll come. If he does, he'll come back once some other fucking news story breaks, you know?
Probably. It was like, I don't know. I have this. I don't care. You know what I mean? After all this, like, I'm not saying he was guilty or whatever, but just with this whole rigmarole, I don't care about Sue Young or, oh my God, I'm even blanking on his
Rich
name.
Swann?
Rich Swann, yeah. I just don't care about him anymore. You know what I mean? It's okay, fuck off, just leave. I don't care. Really, man.
I like Rich Swann. I always liked Rich
I
Swann.
do too.
I think he's getting fucked here because he didn't really do anything wrong. He wasn't found guilty of a crime.
Then don't be a
She
fucking
doesn't
baby.
care.
Then don't be a fucking baby. Be a man and man up and just do your shit. Who cares? Fuck off.
Yeah.
And if that's not what all you're going to do is bitch and moan about it, man, fuck it. Go and whatever you're going to do, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find you hanging in your closet one of these days because you're so sad. I don't know.
Jesus.
Like, fuck.
Doesn't give a fuck today.
Oh, man, I don't. Like, stop being a little melodramatic bitch. I block people on Facebook like you. I don't want to hear about it every day on Twitter.
No, that's
I
fair.
can't block everybody, Jim.
Taking a stand. Some other quick things. There a bunch of WCW Thunders being added to the network.
That's pretty exciting.
I like Thunder, dude.
I do
because
too.
Thunder is like where all of the weird people ended up, you know?
You know how many
That's where you see,
psychosis
like,
matches I watched on Thunder? Or like fucking, what was his name?
Fucking,
The one with the white
see, like,
mask.
oh, I don't know, but you'll see like El Dandy taking on Lash Ryu and shit. Like, what the fuck?
I fucking loved Lash when I was a kid.
Oh, his chops are L's. I get it. That's
Fucking El Dan.
or high voltage. A lot of high voltage tag matches and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You get a lot of Mike Enos.
Mike Enos, dude. like the penis Enos.
Yeah, you get a fucking Kiwi. You get all that shit, man. That was all on fucking Thunder, and it was amazing. I used to watch. They used to come on Saturdays here in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch it every Saturday night at 2:00 in the morning. Is when Thunder would come on. Imagine
Thunder's
that. No?
great.
Imagine that. You had to be dedicated to watch Thunder, and as a 12-year-old kid, I was fucking dedicated.
it'll replace Nitro and shit for her fucking naps. That's like my deal. I'll kick back in my recliner if I'm gonna take a nap, throw on some like fucking WCW Saturday Night or some Thunder. Out cold, man.
It's
Great
it's
for taking
fabulous
naps.
to know. It's fabulous to know. I try to use my napping material as not wrestling. I think that tells me that you like wrestling a lot more than I do.
Yeah, it's just great to nap to because I don't really care what happens in
No.
it, you know?
No.
You just kind of watch it and like fall asleep. In NXT, they released Christy St. Cloud, I guess known as Christy Olsen. She was a backstage interviewer.
Oh, that's why I don't realize who she is. Fair enough.
I think she used to do stuff for WCWC. I saw somebody say so. But yeah, that Dasha bot bitch has a fucking job.
Yeah. I mean, she's I don't know. I tune out. It's so hard to listen to her because it's just so robotic and so generic, and her voice is not even appealing.
Yeah. What else do we have? WWE, they advertised that Ronda Rousey's going to be on every Raw. She did not appear on Raw, so they deleted the original statement saying that she would be on every Raw.
And now they released another statement saying she will be on every Raw. So,
Yeah, she was on Ellen, so she couldn't be on Raw.
yeah, because Ellen is taped at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. There's no way to get anywhere that fast. They haven't invented technology like planes yet, have they?
I don't know. I have no idea what the deal was with it, but CM Punk confirms his second MMA fight set for UFC 225, which is from Chicago.
So his hometown is going to watch him get his ass beat.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know who he's taking on. It's going to be at the United Center. I just fucking don't know about this guy, man. Like, what are you doing, really, at this point?
Well, I mean, he signed a contract for so many fights. So,
Yeah.
I mean, how many fights is that contract? 'Cause he's still got to fight Tommy the Green Ranger yet.
Oh, God. I think he only had a 2-fight deal. If he comes in and, I mean, regardless, when he first quit, everyone was really mad. A lot of people were mad and they hated him. And at the time, I was like, fuck you, do you, baby.
Yeah.
WWE sucks. I get it. I wouldn't fucking want to work there either.
Yep.
It sounds shit. So go do what you're going to do. But at this point, I'm like, all right, dude, you fucking need to wrestle somewhere. I don't care where. Doesn't have to be WWE. Preferably be Japan or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
He's just never going to wrestle again, dude. Or he's going to piss around until it's like way fucking past his prime, and then he'll fucking finally take the money, and he'll come back, and he'll have some fucking shitty match.
well, I mean, it's not like his. I don't know. I'm in the minority with not being a huge CM Punk fan myself. Anyways, I like his promos and stuff. I don't think his
I'm
matches
not
are
like
that
a
good.
huge fucking. I'm not like a huge fan, but enjoy the dude. He's a star that's just floating around out there.
Yeah.
Not wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you see on the new fucking Being the Elite?
No, I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh my god, they invade bar wrestling. Fucking Hangman Page, and then like Cody is just like dressed in a tracksuit, and he's got like a boom mic. He's like the mic guy. The Young Bucks are like the cameramen. It's pretty good. He has a face-off with Joey Ryan, and he cuts a promo on Joey Ryan's dick. So he gets in, kneels in front of his dick, cuts a promo on his dick, and fucking while he's grabbing it, and then he goes to walk away, and he can't. The
That's
dick's
great.
got a hold of him. And then the dick flips him over, and the crowd goes fucking crazy. There's also some piss involved. I guess Joey Ryan has a big jug.
Yes, he's been pissing in because he's been so depressed, right? Because his dick is not the dick no more, right? So it's Hangman Page's dick now. So he started just hanging out in his house, pissing in a jug.
Yeah,
and
he dumped said piss in Hangman's mouth, and then super kicked him so that it exploded out. It was a pretty fun it's a pretty fun segment.
it's great.
A man cut a promo on another man's dick and made him drink piss. It was a great pro wrestling segment.
This still cements that Being the Elite is my favorite weekly wrestling show.
It's pretty good, man. You can't complain there. But
No.
Also, Ishimori has left Noah.
Really?
Yeah, he has quit. He
Quit?
is going to work in the U.S. His ultimate goal is WWE, he says.
Wow. Wow, when did this happen?
This happened March 12th. Yeah. He stated he wants to be active internationally and is open to offices home and abroad, so evidently his... so that basically if he didn't take a big step now, he'll regret it forever. I mean, he's 35 years old, dude.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is the time for him to do it. This is the time for him to go out, and he's in his prime, make his good money in the U.S., come back to Japan for nostalgia run in the end.
Has he? I'm not so familiar with him. I've only kind of recently, through the Impact crossover, really kind of got to know the dude. But I know he's been with Noah for like fucking in eternity. Has he ever done anything with New Japan? Like, why is he not in New Japan?
He was in All Japan for a year.
Yeah.
In 2005, 2006. He was in New Japan for 2004 to 2005 as well. In their, he was one of their young lion prospects. But this is in the death days, though, right? Of New Japan.
Right.
So maybe it's one of those. I don't know. Just it's like a garbage stamp, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how the Japanese look at that, but
yeah. His ultimate goal, like you said, is WWE, but I can't see him signing anymore. They have 3 Japanese guys on the roster, which is like amazing for them.
But they have no Japanese guy in NXT right now.
Yeah. I mean, to me, he's a no-brainer for like either the junior division in New Japan or in WWE. They're with the way they do shit, they're gonna make him a cruiserweight, but he's fucking good.
He is. No, I agree. He's a. I don't know how well. I mean, it shouldn't matter how well his English is, but it would definitely help if he could speak some English.
Yeah, I don't know if he can or not.
I'm doubtful that he can, just from being. He wrestled over in AAA a little bit, but I mean that's not going to teach you English there.
Yeah, he'd be a perfect addition to the to my Japanese stable in
Yeah.
WWE.
I agree. You got it going there.
And Asuka too.
Yeah.
I think more groups need a woman. I was noticing that this week. I was like, Sanity really fucking works because they have a woman with them. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, frog in my throat. Ooh, sorry about that. But at some point in time, if you always put a woman in there, it's just gonna be cliche to always have a woman in there. But
yeah, not a lot of them do though. I'm trying to think of other ones that have like a woman who wrestles in their group.
Like, I'm sure there's groups in indie promotions like.
Oh, sure.
In modern day wrestling, there's not a lot of examples really. No, like New Japan, there is no wrestling. There are no women wrestlers. So
yeah, I like that about New Japan. I don't have anything against women's wrestling, but I enjoy that it's not there. I'm irritated by Ring of Honor now, like making putting in fucking these women's matches and they're shit.
Yeah, because
Brandy Rhodes versus Brandy versus oh god, who else was it?
Mandy Leon.
Oh, I don't know. Just in general, like a lot of those chicks can't wrestle for shit.
No, they can't. They can't at all, and it's alarming.
Because like women's wrestling now is like popular to the point where it's like most of the good ones have already, they're already somewhere else.
Yeah, they're spoken for.
Yeah, trying to push Brandy Rhodes as your top female star is fucking ridiculous.
Abysmal at best.
Yeah, shit. Can't even do a fucking roll-up correctly. But, you got any other news?
Macaulay Culkin accept Russo's WrestleMania challenge.
Yeah. Like they're going to let that guy on the fucking card anyway.
He wouldn't pass the wellness test.
No, I mean fucking Rusev.
Ah,
I literally did mean Rusev.
that was a good one. I must admit, that was a good one.
Dude, that guy got over on his own organically. It was fucking like did it still. It's like nah, hard pass.
Yeah, see you later. Sayonara. But yeah, no, that's all I got for news.
So there you go. We've got a voicemail. You can send us voicemails by going to the. What?
I didn't say nothing.
What happened there?
I don't know.
I had a weird glitch. You can go to mofudge.com, head over to the Suplex City Limits portion of the page. You'll leave a voicemail there, or you can just send them to us, suplexcitylimits@gmail. Send us impressions, send us funny shit, questions, whatever. Maybe we'll play it on the air.
Yeah, maybe.
We got something from our good buddy Viva La JD this week.
Viva la Jade.
What's up, Father Muckers? The Viva Lajati here, and I've got a question for you two lovely individuals. Now, we are in Mania season, and after Mania season, we get the end of the brand split. Hooray! Less goddamn crappy single-branded pay-per-views until we find out that they're going to make the unification matches again by the end of the year, and then blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so my question is, with the Superstar shake-up, the brand split, and whatnot coming up, who would you bring up from NXT post-Mania, and who would you swap around? Peace out, guys.
Thank you, sir. Viva La JD's got a new wrestling podcast. It's called Smack It Down. You can check that shit out, where podcasts are found. What do you got, man? Who would you bring up? Who would
From
you move
NXT
around?
now?
Yeah.
I would bring... I think AJ Styles belongs on Raw. I think that would be more well suited there. You could do the whole Finn Balor club thing. Just a story you can do. Things are stale over on SmackDown. He's faced everybody over there. I would love to see an AJ Brock match. Not gonna lie, that would be something I would love to see, because I think AJ Styles could make Brock have a fantastic fucking match.
Did we not see that? I feel like we saw that.
Did we? Maybe.
I feel like we did. I feel like we did. I absolutely do.
Meh, fuck it.
That was a thing.
It was okay. Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure.
Let's see. I would probably bring up. Who would I bring up? Aleister Black.
Yeah, I think he's going to be getting the NXT belt here. The takeover.
Yeah. Drew Galloway when he's.
How about Sanity?
Nah.
No.
I don't know. It would serve a great purpose. I agree. It would.
What if you had the with Styles Bullet Club ish, whatever you're going to call that?
Sanity. Yeah, no, that would be.
And Sanity and the Shield all in the same show.
That's
and my Yakuza group on there, huh? Fuck.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, probably. Yeah, actually, now you talk about it, Sanity would be a good idea. Because you got Nikki Cross as well. The influx into the flailing women's division.
So I thought even if it's not Sanity, Killian Dane, dude, to me that guy is fucking.
Oh, he's
ready.
He's ready. Something. Yeah, he can go up. Jesus, who else? I wouldn't bring up Adam Cole or anybody yet.
No. I mean, AOP, if you want to bring up a tag team,
I think AOP is ready. They're not going to get anything else down in NXT wrestling twice a week. So,
no.
Yeah, probably AOP. Maybe bring AJ to Raw, bring up Sanity to Raw, bring up AOP to SmackDown, bring probably you got to bring a high-powered somebody over to SmackDown to replace AJ.
If you're taking, I think that's the thing. It's hard to move Styles because he's the top guy over there.
He loses to Nakamura at WrestleMania. He can go over.
And you're going to rely on Nakamura, the guy who doesn't speak English, to be the top guy on that show?
See, that's what I'm saying. Somebody from Raw has to go over to SmackDown, right? Just to offset this. Because you've got the influx of... I wouldn't be opposed to even breaking up the Shield because it's fucked anyways. Dean Ambrose won't be back for months. Bring Seth Rollins over to Raw or over to SmackDown.
Is it that far away before Ambrose comes back?
Oh, fuck yeah. I would imagine. He's not going to make it back for WrestleMania. Plus,
they reunited
Shield,
them and they never did. Did they ever have a fucking any match?
They had
Full
that
as the
match
Shield?
with they had that match with Kurt Angle, didn't they? Or was
Yeah,
it
and then they
Kurt
had
Angle?
one where they had to replace Reigns, right? That was with Kurt Angle. And then they had, without Ambrose, they replaced him with who?
Triple H.
Oh, Triple H on a house show?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sensible.
Yeah, no, I would say the Hell at the Shield and just put Seth over on SmackDown, maybe. That would be the big changes I would make.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'll go with that too. What else we got? I guess this Fast Lane was last week.
Yeah, fast. Where the cars go very, very fast.
Fast Lane. That's OG. I forgot about that. That's like OG SCL. Where every
I
time you
believe
said
I was
Fast
on
Lane,
this episode. I was on that episode where you guys were doing that, actually.
I forgot about that. Yeah, anytime you said Fast Lane,
Meow. Yeah, so that started with I don't know. Do you want to talk about every match in this? Because none of them are
Oh
good.
God.
Nakamura and Rusev is okay.
Interestingly enough, we ended up tying. How fucked up is that?
I know, right? Even with our fuck up weird picks.
Yeah, but I thought Nakamura Rusev was a good match.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It was a good match. I agree.
I don't know why they're still trying to do Rusev as a heel. I don't understand what we're doing there, but you know, hey.
Yeah, crowd cheers him wherever he goes.
Yeah, crowd cheers him everywhere he goes, and you still try to force him down his heel. So
As a
that's
dastardly foreign heel. Yeah, okay.
good. Yeah. It was great, dude. I started late because I was out and about, so I started late, and then right as I ended Nakamura, I was like, oh, I'll go to live, and it was right at the end of Orton and Rude. I was so happy.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch that match.
No, I didn't either. I skipped the whole thing.
Okay.
Post match,
fuck that.
Jinder is in. Yeah, Orton won the belt, dude, and then Jinder came in,
Yeah.
and Rude does the glorious DDT on both. Orton, dude, really? Orton.
Yeah.
We had that women's tag match, which was just
Was that
awful.
ever just fucking bad news?
You know, like Carmella came out, no reaction. Like, and I mean, when I
yeah.
say like none, I mean fucking nothing.
Negative reaction.
Yeah, she pins Becky off the distraction, and it's that same thing where they don't do shit with somebody who has a briefcase, and then they're like, oh fuck, we want to do something soon. They'll make them look like they're fucking worth something when we haven't gave a shit for the last 6 months, you know? Complete fucking afterthought. Yeah, I think what was probably going to be the match of the night ruined by, you know,
Bludgeon Brothers.
god damn it, man. Yeah, two fucking assholes with fake hammers.
Yeah. Now,
beat
mind
down.
you, I was just going to say it was a good beatdown. I, in no way, shape, or form, this makes a worse match at WrestleMania. You add Luke Harper to a match, man. Remember, Jim. Let's forget our hatred of the Bludgeon Brothers, and remember how good of a fucking wrestler Luke Harper is when he's allowed to be.
Well, let's not forget how shitty Rowan is.
Yeah, but that's okay because you've got two other teams there. One
Yeah.
bad apple doesn't offset 5 good wrestlers.
That's fair. I'm just sick of these fucking multi-man matches,
Yeah,
dude.
no,
Well,
I know.
hammers.
I know.
Like, they've just multi-man matched the fuck out of everything lately, and it's just so dumb, because it used to be, when you do it right, it's a special thing, you know? Like, when New Japan just did like that 4-way recently, I was like, wow, man, they never fucking do those. So it's a special thing when there's a 3-way fucking situation going on, but when it's every show, and like Mania is just tons of fucking multi-person matches.
But Mania's been like that for a couple years now.
Yeah. Well, it still sucks.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you there. I'm just trying to get up the Mania card here just to take a look at it and see how many multi-man matches they had.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Lots.
1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 out of 13 were multi-man matches, so I guess not Really?
Does that
There's-
include the Hall? Because that's going to happen. That hasn't
what's
happened
that?
yet, but it's going to happen.
Oh no, this
Jinder
is
Mahal.
this is WrestleMania 33. I'm just looking at
Oh,
last year's
33.
WrestleMania to see in comparison. But like when
Oh.
you're looking at it now, you got, oh man, what is it? It's really hard to think of on the fly. The Mania card.
I don't even want to fucking think
But you
about
got
it.
the
honestly.
IC title, you got the United States title, the SmackDown tag title. The women's championship seems to be singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still 4 or 5 multi-man matches coming there, yeah? Well, and then you got the Battle Royals, both Battle Royals, you know you're going to get. I don't know.
Either way. Charlotte
still a
and Ruby
few.
Riott had a match.
Yes.
It's like, okay, but there's tons of rough shit in here. Dude, please, WWE Marks, tell me more about how fucking Charlotte Flair is this great women's wrestler, because I don't fucking see it, dude.
I'm not a fan either.
She is the shits lately. That awful match she had with Sarah Logan. In this, like, to me, like, people were putting on Logan. And to me, it was like Sarah Logan worked circles around her in that match. I don't know. And this, I just thought this whole match was pretty rough.
I agree. Well, like, I didn't pay enough attention to it to be able to tell you if it was rough or not. It's in no way, shape, or form did this match pique my interest. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, I will admit the main event had my interest piqued a lot more than this, and it was just okay. Well, just bring me to the main event. And plus, I watched this really late. I came in and started watching this at like 10:30 at night. And right, so
And
by the
also-
time the main event came, I was pretty ready for it to be over.
And Charlotte's finish, right, is a submission on the legs. Yet she does nothing in this match on the legs at
Yeah,
all.
there's no psychology whatsoever.
No.
No, I agree.
Work the fucking leg, dude.
Yeah.
Are we? This is where we're at now. It's like we're the most popular wrestling company in the world. Doesn't even fucking bother to do like wrestling 101 shit anymore.
It's yeah. I wouldn't be able to tell you when they'll decide to fix this, and because it's been something that they've been slowly doing over years.
Yeah.
Like you're not allowed to sell a body part during an entrance because everybody paid to see that entrance.
Well, I mean, that's not even that. I get that, but that's not even the same as what we're talking about here.
No, you know what I mean. Like it's
Yeah.
You're looking at that. That's the standpoint they've had for a couple of years, just on entrances and injuries. Right, so you can imagine it's just like, yeah, you don't need to work the body. That's boring.
Is that the thing though? Like, really, when you watch any like WWE shit, do you watch the entrances? I never do.
No, but the entrances are. I remember being a kid, I was enthused, but I loved the entrances as a kid.
I don't mind them if they're like something to them, but I mean, they're all the same shit now, right? They all do the exact same fucking thing every time.
Yeah, I agree.
So, goodness.
You got a couple people
then
that do something different, but
Yeah.
other than that,
Your main event here, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was okay, but at the start, but it got silly. The ending, I mean, the booking was just fucking nonsense. The agenting, I thought, was kind of nonsense. Everybody rushes at Cena and gets an AA at the start. Like, corny, man. Corny.
I didn't mind the match.
Yeah.
It was the best match of the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Easily. That's head over heels. But I don't know. I thought everybody looked good in the match. Nobody looked awful. Like even Baron Corbin didn't look awful. I'm not saying he looked great, but he didn't look awful.
To me, he was lost completely, and then I don't even. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh no, I get it.
Like, what Baron Corbin spot was there in this match?
he was just.
I'm looking
there
at my
for
notes,
numbers.
and I don't see fucking a single thing about Corbin in my notes.
No. The match, yeah. 21 minutes. AJ Styles wins. Sad John Cena. Right, he sat in the corner, just getting ready to ball. It's like, oh,
Sad for a fucking day, right?
yeah.
As the usual fashion, where he's sad on Sunday and then comes back on Monday like nothing happened. But I mean, the end of this too, it's like, how is Shane supposed to be a face? We'll talk about it more in SmackDown, but it doesn't make any sense,
No,
dude.
it doesn't.
It doesn't to them like,
No.
oh yeah, he's the face and they're the heels, and like old fans are like, fuck him, dude. Yeah, he screwed both of them. You know, I mean, it doesn't. I don't get it. I don't get what they're trying to do.
This is my opinion, okay? They've had Daniel Bryan portrayed as a heel of sorts sometimes. But I would imagine that Daniel Bryan's whole thing is he's a face after all. It's just he's been portrayed as a heel. I think that Shane, who has been portrayed as a face, is actually the heel, and they do the swap after WrestleMania.
Oh, there's nothing I love more than heel McMahon's fucking running shows. I tell you what.
Yeah, no, but that's just what I assume they're going to go to. By no means is this what I would do.
It's going to be a three-way with Bryan as the ref, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, obviously. This, like,
At the end of this match, too, it's like they frame, Shane walking by Owens and Zayn on the ground with the Mania sign in the background. Like, do you get it? Like, oh, my fuck. Yeah, we get it, dude. Yeah, we get it.
They think they're geniuses, eh?
Yeah. This fucking sucked. Overall, I mean, I had super low expectations, and
me too. And it made the card not as bad because I knew it was going to be somewhat bad.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, not much really. I don't have that much positive to say. There was no like, oh, this is an awesome match. I hated a lot of the booking.
I thought a lot of the booking was just by numbers.
Yeah.
Just, the average. We all knew what was going to happen.
I know, but like that Bludgeon Brothers thing was like, come on, man. Like, that's the only match I gave a fuck about.
Really, in hindsight, we should have seen it coming.
Well, I figured they would, at least wait to post-match, or they would do, I didn't think they would just like, oh, we'll fucking do this in the middle. That's not what you do on a pay-per-view, in my opinion. That's that's a Monday Night Raw fucking thing.
Or a SmackDown, Tuesday Night SmackDown.
Okay, well, excuse me. Yes, SmackDown, as it were.
If they did
you
that,
do that,
that'd be something else.
And then you build, to the pay-per-view. That makes sense. Doing it on a pay-per-view for the next one is like, really?
I agree. The pay-per-view is where you're supposed to get your resolution.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't get that here. So, yeah, that was Fastlane.
That was Fastlane. Meow.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, now it's time for this week's Jared's Hot Takes.
Jared's Hot Takes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. This is Jared's Hot Take Corner. Woo, baby, this is going to be a hottest takes. You're talking about takes so hot. So hot you can boil noodles, make yourself a spaghetti dinner. I don't care that it's St. Patrick's Day. It's every day is good enough for spaghetti. Speaking of spaghetti, speaking of sponsors, because that starts with an S just like spaghetti. See, tied it together. This week brought to you by the fabulous Moolah's Hooker Emporium. If you need a girl who is scared out of her mind by her mistress of the night named Moolah, who will choke them if they don't have sex with you for money, then you get yourself to the Moolah's Hooker Emporium. It's fantastic. Thank you, fabulous Moolah. Hey, you may not be able to sponsor a Battle Royal, but you can always sponsor Jared's Hot Takes. Hot take number one. Hot take number one. Let me tell you something. Everybody wants to talk about that fabulous Moolah's Battle Royal bullshit, and everybody's upset about it. Let me tell you something. I'm more upset. I am more upset by the fact that there is still a Warrior Award. Okay, number one, we're all just going to pretend that the Ultimate Warrior wasn't going around for years using gay slurs and being a fucking weirdo towards gay people and just a rude dickhead to the entire fucking world because he died. Is that it? Also, the award wasn't even supposed to be for sick kids or sick people or handicapped people. It was for people who work backstage, people who didn't get to be in front of the camera. It's just like Weekend at Bernie's. They just keep propping up Ultimate Warrior's dead body to put over how good they are towards charity. Fuck the WWE. Fuck the Ultimate Warrior. Hot take number two. March Madness. March Madness. I keep hearing everybody talking about March Madness. I don't give a shit about college basketball. I don't give a fuck about college sports. Let me tell you something about college sports. College sports are just a bunch of future gym teachers and like 2 good players. On any given game, there's like 2 guys who are going to be in the NBA, and one of them won't even be in the NBA in the next 5 years. They are going to be bounced out. I don't want to watch a bunch of rec league wannabe motherfuckers. Fuck that shit. I'm not going to spend my time doing that. And neither should you. March Madness is bullshit. Unless you're gambling. Then it can be fun. But gambling can make anything fun. Hot take number 3, by the way, again. Don't forget, this week brought to you by the Fabulous Moolah's Hooker Emporium. If you want yourself a hooker who is scared out of her mind by Fabulous Moolah, get yourself down to Fabulous Moolah's Hooker Emporium. Thanks again for sponsoring Jerry's Hot Takes. Jerry's Hot Take number 3. People are upset, man. On Monday Night Raw, they were all talking about how Ronda Rousey didn't show up, so they gave him Snickers bars. They're fucking upset they got Snickers bars. Man, fuck you. I would love a Snickers bar. Over here in Ronda Rousey give another terrible promo where she starts it with, "Hey, guys." She is terrible on the microphone. Count your blessings. Count your blessings, fans of Raw who were in attendance and got like 4 Snickers bars. Yeah, like 4 free Snickers bars. Those are like $11 at concessions. You old bitch, you get playing because you didn't get to hear Ronda Rousey cut some shitty promo and slap Stephanie McMahon or get slapped by Stephanie McMahon like anybody gives a fuck about that feud. I'm all out of fucking time. All out of time. Again, thank you once again to the Suplex City Limits and the Fabulous Moolah's Hooker Emporium. Get yourself down there, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this was Jared's Hot Takes. It's appreciated that you took time out of your day to listen to my hot takes.
There you go. Jared's Hot Takes. Forgot about that.
I agree with it. I would rather take a Snickers. Agreed fully on that.
Oh, dude, I fucking love Snickers. Snickers, like, the bomb.
Hey, guys. That's where I checked out on the whole Ronda Rousey thing. He starts a fucking promo like a YouTube video. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Hey, guys. Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure to smash that like button. Jared's Hot Takes. You can follow the lad on Twitter at JaredPPV Take 2, T2. You can also hear him on Pay-Per-View Take 2, co-hosting with me. Our newest episode, WrestleMania 4, is out now on the Suplex City Limits channel. You can go find that shit. I also want to mention the show Podbean. Go to our Podbean, and you can look for every show that's on the channel and find them easily. They're all categorized. So check that out. Coming up in the future, AWA Super Sunday 1983. Bockwinkel v. Hogan is the next episode.
I've never, ever seen an AWA show. Ever.
Should be coming up next week. If you want to watch it, it is on the network, so you can watch it and then hear our rebooking. So we've got that. Raw and SmackDown, sir. Actually, before we get to Raw and SmackDown, the SCL poll of the week. Who is your favorite Irish wrestler?
Ooh,
Fit Finley.
We have a poll of the week these days? That's cool. I didn't even see this.
Yeah, SCL poll of the week. Fourth place, Killian Dane, 10%. Third place, Sheamus, 16%. Second place, Fit Finley, 19%.
Oh, Finn Balor.
And of course,
wins,
first course, Finn Balor, 55%. Millions have voted, but have you?
I would say Fit Finley would be mine.
Oh, God. You look back and you're always like, Fit Finley, he was a good wrestler, right? And then through pay-per-view Take 2, I found out, he just has a lot of really boring fucking matches.
Fair enough. It's been a long time since I've watched Fit Finley in WCW.
Well, you might get some. You fucking might get some.
Really?
In your
really?
early 90s, dude. Early 90s, still rocking a mullet. Yeah, he's there.
Fair enough.
He's there.
Fair enough.
Raw and SmackDown. What do you got to say about these? Raw was in Detroit, Michigan.
Sure. I don't know where Raw was. I never remember that.
Let's talk about this whole Reigns. Dude, I just can't even, what a waste. So it's like, why not do this with somebody who the crowd would get behind doing it? The idea of, Reigns doing a shoot and calling out Vince and getting suspended and shit, it's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it's a way to keep Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar away from each other. You know what I
Calling
mean?
having Roman Reigns call somebody else Vince's boy is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. No, that is true. Yeah, it is. It worked the first time they did it. That didn't mean they needed to do it again.
They have a little meeting backstage where, I could only imagine what took place in that office. Thinking butt sex.
I was gonna say at least some ball coddling.
Yeah. Afterward, Vince talks to Renee, and when he says that Roman is suspended, the crowd cheers because of course they do.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. And that tells you right there is like, okay, this ain't gonna work at all.
Yeah. From there, what do we have? Sasha had a singles match, but Bayley comes out with her, and Bayley's still mad at her. Why the fuck is she with her? Like, she comes out, and on the ramp, Sasha looks over at her, and she looks away from her and kind of shakes her head. Why the fuck would you be out there then, bitch? So stupid.
Because of one reason, Jim. They didn't let a woman write how women act. So men were like, oh yeah, no, she'll come out with her. Just won't help her be a catty bitch like that. That's what's going to happen. But no, she just wouldn't go out there at all.
She helps her. She takes out Mandy. Sasha wins with the bake statement, and then Bayley leaves while Abhorlution attacks Sasha. Not Paige, though. She just stands there. Because, why do they pay that fucking woman? I don't understand what they're paying her for.
Yeah, well, I mean, she got injured in their ring. They can't really just fire her. Well,
she goes to the back where... So she goes to the back where there are TVs everywhere. Right, we see people standing sideways watching them all the time. And she doesn't see what's happening out there and go back out. She just,
or she just didn't care. Which, why would she help her in not letting Absolution get involved in the match, but then just let her kick her ass at the end? It makes no sense.
Ba with the dang-a-dang, go fuck yourself. Kid Rock is in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
That's, he has a 20-year WWE career, Jim.
It is, dude. I'm calling it right now. WrestleMania. Live performance. American Badass. The American Badass Undertaker.
Probably. It would make sense.
It's stupid, but it would make sense considering the whole gear behind thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree.
And he could play the song right there. I bet, dude.
I would rather that than just another humdrum, slow Undertaker entrance. At least then he doesn't have to walk the ramp with his bad hips. He can just ride his bike. You know what I mean? Instead of starting halfways down the ramp. You know what I mean? Have him drive that bike, open it out, maybe get a fucking wiggle going on and crash. Yeah, it'll be pretty dope.
Remember when he did start that one time?
What's that?
He was sitting at the top of the ramp and he had a problem with his bike and he couldn't get it started.
Oh, yes.
Live TV. Fucking
yes.
great.
It's at what point in time do you just leave it behind and walk away?
Yeah. I mean, then Rollins and Ballard on Miz TV. Not much. There's some brawling. There's some sign pointing. Yeah, pretty usual fare.
This was a regular humdrum. I was thinking to myself that we thought Miz's promos were good 6-7 months ago, right? Because he was saying shit that was oh fuck, you don't really know what Miz might say in a promo, and now that's all it is Miz just trying to say something that he doesn't think we expect him to say, and it's boring as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Fair. The Bar defeat Bo Dallas and the Axeman, and then are Pearl Harbored by pretty much everybody.
Yeah, and then they threaten to quit and go to SmackDown, and then they're fed a Battle Royal. So
the tag division's so much better over there. Cena, it's dude, fuck, didn't this guy change shows? It just seems like he's on both shows now.
I think so. I think that's what he does. He comes in to cut promos on both shows.
Yeah. And in a bizarre turn of events, he ends up in the crowd drinking fans' beer, trying to start chants. Just very I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mind you, I thought watching the people around Cena in that beer drinking thing to be quite entertaining. Like, there was a kid that looked crushed that Cena was drinking beer. The big furry guy was so excited. And he probably like licked the rim of that beer after it was done.
Yeah, until you remember that mouth was probably on fucking, fucking eating Nikki's ass earlier that day.
It's true, he probably brought it for DNA sampling, see if you can clone her. To be a
There you
sex
go.
slave. Just clone her without a tongue. Actually, no, you need a tongue.
You guys clone John Cena's sex slave to make your own sex slave?
Yeah. A more obedient one.
He still says in this, he's like, you're not too old, you're not too washed up, you're not broken down. Actually, he's all three of those things.
Yeah, it's all lies. All of it's lies. You fucking loser. Fucking.
Yeah.
Zip it.
I'm going to challenge him even though I'm not supposed to. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
No, it's.
Yeah, we had that bar with Kurt Angle where they set up the Royal Rumble, as you mentioned, or not Royal Rumble, Battle Royal. What makes the Royal one so royal? Everybody comes in individually.
I don't. Yeah. I guess so. I guess everybody gets their own entrance, but then again, I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
It's not the greatest one though.
No, but that's going to be out. We're going to get to watch that.
Fucking 50-man Royal Rumble.
It
Kurt Hawkins will be on this show.
Actually, it says 50 participant Royal Rumble.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Well, it's over in fucking the Middle East, so I don't
throw
know.
rocks at them.
Well, there won't be women on the show, I'm sure.
Probably not. No.
If they are, they'll Sasha Banks and she'll have to dress up like a fucking Power Ranger again, head to toe fucking clothing.
That was Dubai,
Well, where is this one? India.
Saudi Arabia.
Tomato, my friend. Tomato.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, different country. Maybe they don't disdain women; they just hate them in Saudi Arabia. I don't know.
Who fucking knows? Oh God, Asuka. In-ring interview, luckily interrupted by Alexa and Mickey, but
Thank God.
yeah,
Did you?
I don't know.
Did you skip Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins?
I may have.
You did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he lost. Balor loses clean to Rollins.
Yeah. The ending was cool.
Oh wait, I take that back.
No.
Rollins loses to Balor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
After they did all this shit with him, like have him do this thing on Raw where he wrestles for an hour and all this shit, and then just.
Well, what I think is going to happen, he's going to win the IC title, and then you could say that your IC champ can go an hour and blah blah blah, but can't just win them all though. You know, but he can go an hour.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this whole Nia defeating a jobber.
Yeah.
Like, we've gotten back to that already? Like,
Yeah.
this is where we've gone all the way back to this.
Well, I mean, it's like they remember that we used to like jobbers, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, let's bring back this jobber, but let's just make her not appealing at all.
Yeah, they do it on purpose, don't they? They just,
Yeah.
put her in the worst fucking gear possible and
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
Is it possible for you to look any more homely?
Well, like they had that Scarlet Bordeaux girl as a extra, or not an extra, but a jobber one time. And what shirt was she wearing? I think it was a Sasha Banks Boss T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
But she's pretty
Yeah, they
pretty
did, like-
busty in all the right areas, so they probably didn't want to show it.
Yeah. And then, of course, Nia sees Bliss and Mickey backstage talking shit on her.
Yeah, I thought that was entertaining.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like the trash TV side of me. Because
Then she,
I used to love Real World.
Yeah.
So like, this is really up my alley for Real World cringeness.
And she cries and goes backstage, throws shit around, but they leave before she gets there. Not hard to outrun that bitch. That's
No,
fucking-
she fucking, at the end when she threw the clothes around and shit and screamed, it was
Yeah.
like the T-Rex at the end of Jurassic Park. Just
Godzilla or something.
ripping down the sign. She's screaming, and the sign comes down in front of his face inside the observatory. It's fucking. That's Nia Jax right there.
I don't call it the immovable object for nothing.
No.
Commentary throws to the Great War teaser. Just all laughing. They're all laughing about it as they throw to it. Awesome job, guys.
Oh, fucking hell. It was a good teaser, though. You got
to see, everybody.
Yeah. We got the introduction of Wolfgang,
Yeah.
right? He makes his television debut on WWE Monday Night Raw at fucking 1 year old.
Senor Benjamin,
Yeah.
Rebecca, Queen Rebecca was
Yeah,
there.
Maxwell was there.
Fucking Maxwell. Maxwell has like his own Twitter and shit, and
I know.
they posted like a little video of him like dressed up, and he's like, Bray Wyatt will be deleted and shit.
It's fucking great. I'm after seeing that, I'm a little bit more excited to see it this week.
Yeah,
But,
well, knowing they're not going to throw it on Mania, that's good.
Oh no, thankfully, thank God. But I would like to know, because Jeff was in it, but I would imagine he's getting edited. But it was only a small appearance, so they could easily edit him out.
I don't know. We'll see if they do. I don't think you have to.
I don't think you do either. I wouldn't, but you know how WWE is.
Wyatt then responds from a room that looks like our rooms right now.
Just a little darker. I don't
Just
mind. It's
full
pretty well
fucking
lit.
full of smoke. Yeah. And
He says he's going to
from there,
hurt his
got the
family.
main event.
Bray Wyatt said
Braun
that
Strowman
he's going to
wins.
hurt. We can't look over the fact that Bray Wyatt said he's going to hurt Broken Matt Hardy's family.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to be involved in this whole thing.
Yeah, so it seems to me he's probably going to be going after him in the house, and they'll probably be running around the house just like the House of Horrors.
I hope Maxwell does a fucking swanton on them.
Oh, that'll be fucking dope. Do it on wires. Fuck it.
Dude, on wires. I hope
know
my
how good they
wire
are.
team's ready.
Oh, just use a quick release. We don't need a locking release. Just a quick release. Don't worry about it.
God, I just love the idea that too. Like Maxwell has a win over the 205 Live general manager. Sweet as up.
That's pretty dope. How full circle of things come.
Yeah. And he had the tag team battle royal in which Braun Strowman wins. So it's going to be what he's going to take them on by himself. I think they should bring back Ellsworth. You know,
That would
you need
be
a mystery
funny.
partner, bro. You need a partner to be in a tag team match. So we've got you a partner.
It
then
would
it's
it
James
would
Ellsworth.
make a great pop. I think Ellsworth would get an amazing pop there.
You don't think that James Ellsworth and Braun Strowman tag team champions would be fucking great? I think that'd
would
be awesome.
It would be.
Yeah.
I think it would be great too. But just imagine though the pop that guy would get. I think he'd probably start crying on the way to the ring. I really do. I really do.
I just think there's so much you could work off with those two guys as champions. It would be fucking awesome.
Well, especially with the advances they're doing with Braun's comedic side on the mixed match challenge. So it would work well. But I mean, do you want to go full on Braun Strowman comedy character this early on the main show?
I mean, he doesn't even have to go comedy. You know,
No.
Ellsworth could be the fucking... Braun could still be a super serious fucking, angry monster and, having to deal with this fucking shithead.
He gets his anger up by throwing fucking Ellsworth around into people. Right? It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, it
fuck
is.
you, Ellsworth, and he throws him. He just demolished 10 pinballs, 10 people.
Yeah. Maybe he could yell, "Get this chin," and as he throws them at people.
Just lawn darts him,
Yeah.
just like Billy Kidman.
Exactly. So that was Raw.
Yeah, it was a lackluster show. Let's just say that.
Didn't do a whole lot for me. What do you want to talk about on?
Well, I figured we'd dive into another lackluster show that's not going to do anything for you.
Yeah.
That's
SmackDown.
Which, to me, what was the AJ and Styles Styles and Nakamura came out. Nakamura says, "Need a face."
Woof.
I know it was something else.
That's
Luckily,
the promos.
I missed most of AJ's beginning promo, but I'm sure it was the "I'm a baby face, hoorah hoorah me, gay community."
Yeah, exactly.
Nakamura comes out, need a face. Rusev comes out, and they have a match.
Yeah, Styles and Rusev. English is in for the DQ. Nakamura makes the save. Probably be a tag match next week. Right? Do they tag up Styles and Nakamura? Probably.
They'll probably tag up Styles and Nakamura, but miscommunication causes Rusev and English to win the match, and this splits them from there. That's probably what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. We got a good Big E segment backstage with Jimmy Uso.
Yes.
Because their partners are out, they team up. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, to take on the adversaries that ruined their partners.
Yeah, they take on the Bludgeon Brothers. They lose. They get beat down afterward.
Yeah, I like the imagery they had of the faces with the chairs, and the Bludgeon Brothers have the hammers.
Yeah, pretty good.
They couldn't really use them against each other because the hammers are more than likely just rubber and they'd bend on the chairs. But, I mean...
One awful Japanese promo is not enough. So Asuka's out with Charlotte to do an in-ring promo. And hers are even worse because, like, I feel like Nakamura understands what he's saying. I feel like she doesn't even know what she's saying.
I agree.
They're just like, say these words, and she's just like, okay.
There's pauses in words that don't make sense. She'll, when somebody else is talking, she's always nodding her head yes, as if she knows what they're talking about. But why are you nodding your head yes right now? Yeah,
it's just, dude, protect people's shortcomings, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why do you do this shit? I don't know. That's what they do. You know, everybody has to do the same shit.
What the fuck? Okay, now let's shitty promos aside. Why in the fuck did Randy Orton's music cut off Asuka?
They've been doing that lately. Remember last week?
Yeah.
Where Rude's music cut off the thing, and
but they're always centered around Charlotte. Right? That was last week. It was Rude's music cutting off when they were going to beat up Charlotte. This week, Randy Orton's music cuts off Charlotte's segment where Randy Orton was just feuding with Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on? There seems to be some kind of story they're trying to tell there. They just don't know how to properly tell it.
From there, we got Mahal defeats Rude.
I didn't watch it. Not gonna lie. Oh. Except I seen the fact that the crowd chanted USA against two guys that are clearly Canadian.
Indianapolis, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Why would you watch that? You know, I didn't watch that match either. I fucking fast forwarded through it.
But
Orton comes in, fucks up both of them afterwards. Big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carmella defeats Naomi in 2 minutes. Women's Evolution.
Yep. Yeah, it's
like I said earlier, this is where they ramp up the booking. Like, oh, we're going to do something with this person soon, and we've done nothing with them for 6 months.
Yeah, and now she's going to fucking cash it in. Oh no, she can't. She's not going to cash it in at WrestleMania. Or she does, and Asuka just kicks her ass.
It's going to be a failed attempt.
Yeah,
right? I mean, there's no way because she couldn't be less over if she tried.
No, yeah. I would imagine Asuka beats Charlotte. She becomes champion, and then Carmella cashes in and loses very fast.
Yeah. And then, from here, we just had the ending, shit with Shane, and evidently Brian is back next week. The guy went home early one week and hasn't been on in 2 weeks.
He just asked, can I go home since you've got this? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that didn't mean next week, dude.
Oh, fucking hell.
But, Shane sets up Zayn and Owens and Mania. They just come out and fuck him up. It was pretty awesome, actually. I really enjoyed it.
It was. I thought it was fantastic, where they came out like they were against each other, and then all of a sudden just turned on and was like, fuck yes. I didn't want you guys to break up just yet. This is fucking brilliant.
They powerbomb him backstage onto, just a bunch of metal racks. Like, why did you take that spot, dude?
Yeah, it was like that. And then he sold it by just going, oi, 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 oi. It's like, fuck me, man. Like,
He sounded like an old man fucking or something.
He did. Or as I said on Twitter, me during fellatio.
Yeah.
I imitate Japanese wrestlers when I'm getting my dick sucked. Oh, shit,
So there was that was SmackDown. I mean, man, pretty cold on all this shit coming into Mania.
This is probably the worst build to WrestleMania I've ever witnessed.
I say that every year, dude, on this show.
And I think it just gets worse. It really does. It really does. At least we had a decent Goldberg Brock Lesnar build to last year. Was that last year? Yeah, that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was that? Yes, it was. Yeah, I mean, that's something, I guess.
Yeah. The matches that we're getting a decent build to are just the matches we don't want to see.
Yeah. It is the poops. How about we do a little bit of Mark Tank, huh?
Oh, maybe.
Mark is a guy that pays his last $20 on crack cocaine. Mark is a guy that believes that OJ didn't do it. And Mark is each and every one of you son of a fucking bitches.
It's time once again for Mark Tank, where I read Mark comments from social media as they are typed, and we all laugh heartily at their stupidity. This week, as I think it really is just about Reigns all the time, isn't it?
Pretty much. It's the Reigns. The Reigns
They're the
segment.
best. Yeah, they're just the best for Mark Tank, dude. So this is all about Roman Reigns being suspended / Brock Lesnar. Basically the main event of WrestleMania. So, Ashutosh Srivastava says Brock Lesnar fears to Raw Man Reigns. In this case, Brock is not coming in Raw.
That must be a different kind of... It must be some ramen noodles flavor I've never heard of. Reigns.
Yeah. Ramen said, true today, and I also don't respect Brock Lesnar. The big dog versus the beast. I'm waiting, WrestleMania.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Brock's not coming in Raw. I bet he is coming in fucking Raw. He's coming in the fucking same place that fucking Johnny B. Bad used to come.
I'm just going to say Mark Merrill, that inspirational speaker you see on Facebook these days. He came in the same place.
Bad man. And
The story of Johnny B. Bad, too, going into the WWF is priceless.
That Vince fucking liked him. Like, Vince loved the Johnny B. Bad shit.
And then found out that he didn't own the character. WCW owned it, and was like, well, fuck this.
Yeah. Well, your wife's fucking, I guess, hot. Never thought she was hot. I thought she
never
looked
did
old
either.
even then.
I never did either.
Yeah. Was that bitch, did she ever look like she was 20-something? Because she just looked like an old woman the whole time.
Well, like, the first time she was shown, she was Hunter's valet at WrestleMania or something like that.
I thought she came out and sold fucking, like, inflatable chairs first.
Oh, I have no idea. But when Hunter was the Blue Blood,
Oh, right.
that's when she was. She wasn't with him every week. He had a different person every week.
Yeah. Brandon Martin. Thank you, Vince. I hope Brock no-shows Mania as well. Roman don't deserve that title shot. That should be the face of Raw, Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar, not Romana Lames.
No, I feel like we're picking on this guy though, because this guy's right.
Well, I mean, it's sort of, but to say that he hopes he no-shows Mania, come on.
Well,
That's
yeah.
firmly in Mark Tank.
I suppose you are correct.
Terso Bravo says, well, Brock is his goose of the golden eggs. Why would he be in any trouble? He sells tickets. But if he loves the UFC so much, let him write Cain Velasquez so he can come back running to the WWE.
Why Cain Velasquez?
I don't know. That dude hasn't been able to make a fucking fight in how long? He's hurt before every fucking fight. Cain Velasquez.
Velasquez. Yeah, he lost me on this when he started talking about UFC fighters. This was like, what?
Yeah. Dylan Vincent says, so Reigns gets to be himself and go off script and kills it. Then you decided to suspend him. Quit trying to groom him to be the next Cena. Let Roman be Roman. I love the promo.
Oh, wow. This guy's super
Deep.
kayfabed. Hey, he's...
Deep marking. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in deep cover. That's what he is.
Yeah. Pamela Stewart says, time to flip Raw off and let Vinny know we can play that game too. A few thousand of us just turn the set off and let his rating tank.
These guys have no idea how ratings work at all. You're probably not counted in the ratings.
This one's kind of great too. Crystal Johnson, thanks a whole lot. Was looking forward to Friday just for Roman so my sister could see this dude. Thank God I didn't get those BS VIP tickets. This person thinks he's going to be off the house shows that they have tickets for.
Oh, it's fucking comical.
Yeah. Carlos Putum, short but to the point here, he says, temporarily, come on, Mr. McMahon, honor your pants. Fire him. I don't know what...
Honor your... That's... Wow. Yeah. Honor your pants.
Yeah.
Like, this intrigues me enough where I'm going to Google search honor your pants. And let's see if anything comes up with honor your pants.
Nothing.
Let's see. Yeah, no. There is a company called Honor Jeans. And that's it. So honor your pants is not a thing.
I don't know why you're surprised.
A stone man, anything can be possible. Everything's in a whimsical world right now.
RJ Jamra, you not right, Vince. Roman is right. Brock hasn't shown up for work in 2 weeks, and if anyone in the WWE Universe would have done that, that would have been written up or fire or both. And you suspended him for telling the truth. Vince, I'm sorry. I respect you and what you've done for the wrestling business, but you need to be suspended or better yet, fired. And fired is all capitalized, and there's like 10 exclamation points.
Oh, it's Donald Trump for sure.
Yeah. Or the Vince McMahon, you're fired.
That's true. But what? I don't think it's I don't think you can fire Vince McMahon.
Yeah. This one's outside of Mark Tank. I actually thought this guy's comment was pretty funny. This Carlos Mendez dude said, "What would WWE President Jack Tunney say about this?" I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, that guy deserves like some kind of fucking sound clip, but I don't have one right now.
Yeah. This Carol Riffle. This is a load of crap, Vince. Suspend Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar used you, in my opinion. I thought you were a fair and intelligent man. Turns out you're Brock Lesnar's fool.
Vince McMahon is a fair man. Now that something I've never heard before.
Yeah. Ed Richards. If we get rid of this moron, all the world would be right. I remember when this moron was ref, and he needs to go away. Let's boycott Vince McMahon. He doesn't deserve to be called Mr. He is a moron.
Everybody's pretty mad at Vince McMahon. Hey, that's the Roman reign. What's he called? The Roman Empire.
Yeah, there you go. And this week's Mark Tank champion, STK Patrick Lorfino says, Vincent Egomaniac McMahon, you're ruining wrestling. Bring back the greatest of all time, Hulk Hogan, to run WWE.
Oh, man, that would be the absolute worst decision now, especially with the Moolah thing.
Hulk Hogan needs to run wild, dude. That's according to this man.
That would not go over very well, I don't think. I think Snickers would still pull out of that one as well.
Do you think Hulk Hogan pulled out of Bubba the Love Sponge's wife? Was he wearing a rubber? I don't remember. Probably was.
Dude, what you're forgetting is I'm sure he's been non-sterile for years. Years. Why would you pull out, man, if you can't make babies? I wouldn't.
Oh, that's fair.
Cream pie that shit all day.
I still don't pull out. Oh, fuck. There you go. I want to check in with our boy Burbs.
Yes.
For this week's Bitchin' with Burbs.
It's been a week or two.
No, he was here last week.
Was it last week? Yeah, he was. God damn. I say I'm really fucking stoned. Anyways. Oh, fuck.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm just watching wrestling.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. What?
What are you doing?
I'm watching the wrestling. Fuck's sake, what?
You're not watching that porn video, are you?
No, it's wrestling. Suplex City Limits, it's your boy, Burbs. In the fucking house. How's it going, boys? Hopefully it's going better than Raw and SmackDown. So Shane McMahon jumps off a Hell in a Cell against The Undertaker. No repercussions. He jumps off the Hell in a Cell against Kevin Owens. No repercussions. He survives a real-life helicopter crash. No repercussions. He gets powerbombed onto a box backstage. Speaking of audio issues, why is it that they're still letting Oscar speak for herself? Like, she should have a translator there, next to her or something. Like, Oscar should stare into the fucking screen, say a load of Japanese angry shit, and then a translator would translate it to English and say something like, Oscar says she's gonna kill her opponent or something. It would be a lot more meaningful than, oh, I have beaten you at a WrestleMania! You are not ready for Osaka! Yeah, it's not intimidating to me. See, this is where they could use the graphics on screen and it actually means something without people complaining because it'd be fucking useful! And are we ever gonna get to the day where Oscar is actually an empress, or are we always gonna be told that it's coming fucking tomorrow? They've got fucking names for everyone. The Queen, the Goddess, the Empress of Tomorrow, the Irresistible Force, Celtic Warrior, the Big Dog. Oh, shit, I meant Roman Reigns. The Monster Among Men, the Beast, the Swiss Superman, the Lunatic Fringe, which is stupid because if he ever grew his hair, what we gotta call him? The Crazy Ponytail. And then there's Seth Rollins, who's still holding on to the win that he had last year at Mania, because he beat Triple H, calls himself the Kingslayer. Like, have you not beaten anyone else in the last year for you to boast about? Fucking move on. Burn it down? Burn what down exactly? Oh, right, yeah, you're still holding on to that video trailer from last year's WWE game too, aren't you? And ever since he fucked his knee up, he's been playing on it like fuck. It's been over a year, and the commentators still say that he needs to get blood flowing back in his leg. Like, what the fuck is he wrestling for if he's got no circulation in his fucking leg? And if you notice, before he does a suicide dive, he always does the come here hand gesture, and then proceeds to run to them anyway. Like, what the fuck? Why is everyone being pissy about fat shaming Nia Jax when last year no one had a fucking problem slagging off Kevin Owens for being a bit fat, and I'm talking about people in the company, in a promo, on TV. Double standards. Or triple if you're that fat. If WWE is not predictable, tell me that any of these are wrong. If a wrestler hypes up his finishing move in a ring, the chances are it ain't happening. If a wrestler has to roll over his opponent after hitting his finishing move, but before pinning him, he ain't winning off that pin. If a wrestler gets thrown out the ring and then the camera zooms in, we're going to commercial, folks. If a wrestler comes down to the ring to commentate on a match for one of his future opponents, I guarantee he's getting involved somehow, or he's having a wrestler thrown at him. If during an in-ring promo, two wrestlers are talking shit at each other, wait for the awkward pause, give it a second, and then someone's musical hit to come and spoil the fucking day.
Here comes the money!
The wrestler's entrance music don't play due to it being intentional or actual technical difficulties. Commentators will always refer to it as playing fucking mind games with their opponent. Ooh, yeah, that's really gonna fuck with my mind. How am I gonna focus on this match that I was so focused on? Oh no. And it's the same thing when you're watching a match and then someone's music hits during the match and then the wrestler stops fucking fighting and looks at the Titantron and it's like, well, mate, it hasn't distracted me. I'm still watching you fight, or try to. Like, I didn't look around and go, oh, where the fuck did that music come from? Is Sami Zayn at my door? Whenever there's people outside the ring causing interference or getting involved somehow, somehow, and then the ref finally decides to get rid of them and send them backstage, why does he feel the need to do the whole drum roll motion thing with his hands and then point? Like, just say, get the fuck out. And also, why do the refs not remember them from when they banned them last time from ringside? Like, it was a week ago that you banned them, they're back again, and you're fine with it. Like, no question, they're fine. They've learned from their fucking mistakes. They're fine. They're definitely not going to get involved this week. You fucking dickhead! So I've come to the realization that all the production crew in the WWE clearly have Alzheimer's. They don't remember a fucking thing. They've got no concept of what's going on here and now. They always take years to catch up. For example, they come over here and they still put red phone boxes on the stage. We don't even use them anymore. I don't see them going to MSG and putting fucking Twin Towers on the stage. Anyway, boys, I'm going to cool off till next week. And until then, I hope you get all the bongs, joints, and or blunts that you desire. And remember, a stoner is you.
Jim, how have you not ever thought of that?
What, this a stoner is you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking. I'm not operating on fucking Burb's level, man. Obviously. I mean, that's like fucking a masterpiece right there. You can follow our boy Burberry on Twitter at Burberry Beats with E's, threes instead of the E's. Check out his music everywhere. Check out his YouTube page. Follow him on Snapchat, all that shit. Fucking masterfully done once again.
He's a wizard when it comes to the production side of things.
So many valid points in there, dude. Just like rapid fire valid points.
It was a great segment. Great segment.
It's done, and I have no idea. Like I agreed with all of it. So
Yeah. No, I did. The beginning though was great though, with the Shane selling bit, because we've already brought it up too. It's so true.
Fucking awesome. From here, what else we got? Just to get another quick shit of the week. The other shows. I mean, dude, NXT. Anything here really of merit?
I thought you were going to Impact.
Oh, we can talk about Impact.
Let's do it. I want to. NXT was stupid, fucking boring, except for the what's your nuts? Fucking, I can't remember his name. Holy shit, Pete Dunne.
Monster Black. Oh,
No, Pete Dunne and
Adam Cole.
there you go. Thank you. God damn.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but then it was a DQ when Undisputed Era attacked. So
Yeah.
you know, they had a contract signing, which is whatever. Heavy Machinery defeated by the Street Profits. Woof. They pinned Dozovich too. Why would you do that? Why not
Right.
pin the other asshole?
Why not pin fucking Tucker Knight, that fucking weird ass dog food eating son of a bitch? He just seems
Lacey
like the kind
Evans
of guy who would eat dog food.
Yeah. I was like, did he eat dog food, or
No,
he just think he might be?
he just seems like that kind of guy that, man, if it was
Just
around,
like
that's
it.
all he
It
had.
comes in a hearty gravy. It's delicious.
It's pretty salty, savory.
Yeah, Lacey Evans defeated by Dakota Kai in a surprise win. Thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
And they've
I'm not a
furthered
big
the
fan of
Baszler.
Dakota guy.
Yeah, the Baszler Moon thing. It's like whatever. And I enjoyed the Tommaso Ciampa thing again. He comes out,
Yeah.
doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Everyone's holding Johnny Gargano signs that they handed out.
Yeah, it's just, what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I get really tired of seeing the same crowd. It really takes me out of it. You know what I mean? It's just seeing the same people in the same spots week after week, and it's like, man, like this just feels old. It's like when they when she said Selena Vega said that Andrade Cien almost wasn't at the show tonight. I was like, man, if I was in that crowd, that's where my mind immediately went to. It's like, this is taped. He was there at the last fucking week's show. The same night.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, like, fuck, man.
You just saw him. Fucking know he's here.
I just don't get it. I wouldn't be able to get behind that.
Yeah, he's probably at his night job somewhere.
Stripping. He looks like he could be a escort with Buff Bagwell.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I like it. What would you call that? Do you call it?
Jesus.
Well, because you get the buff, you got something that rhymes with, like, because what was I don't know. I got nothing.
I don't either.
They're not all winners, kids. They're not
No.
all winners.
No.
But speaking of shows that feel really old, Impact Wrestling.
Should I replay the music?
No. Good. I think we all got the idea. Their ratings are fucking higher than they've been, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
They're
Wasn't
going
because of
okay.
me. Wasn't because of me.
Yeah, I love that you know, to remind anyone who's very new around here, Tyler has quit watching Impact, will not watch it. And so then because I really didn't watch it that much before that, but then I decided that I'm going to watch it so that I can tell you about it. You can't get away from it.
No, it can't escape. No escaping this one. Gargano, escape.
Yeah, this week's Impact was the Feast or Fire.
Oh, they're still doing this.
I guess they haven't done it in like a year or two, but
Yeah, that's not long enough.
I believe they said that exact thing on commentary, that it's been a year or two since we've done this.
'Cause they haven't been able to afford to fire somebody in the last year or two.
It's just like a painfully terrible gimmick. Like, I think it's just fucking stupid.
Who? So let's cut to the chase. Who got fired?
You don't know? You don't know? They don't open them until next week.
Jesus, what a crock of shit that is.
So let me take you through it, and I'll take you up to the end here. The big hook for this week is Matt Sydal is going to reveal his higher power. Because he's been working this whole, he says namaste, he does the bowing and the what have you.
I thought we all knew it was ayahuasca.
Yeah, well. Sami Callihan defeats the corpse of Yokozuna.
Follow bar.
Yeah, post-match, goes to do the chair spot. When post-accident Vanilla Sky Eddie Edwards is in for the save with a pipe. Yeah, Vanilla Sky Eddie Edwards. So there's that. Yeah. Flashback of the week was to an old Feast or Fire. And when I mean the flashback, like I say every week, it's like the whole fucking match. Yeah. Because there's nothing on this show.
No, it's 2 hours just for the sake of being like WWE shows.
Yeah. The backstage interview with Aries, talking about how he's vegan. El Patron shows up, tries to feed him meat. They got a pay-per-view coming up, and that's the main event.
Mexican meat of all things, dude. Fucking just riddled with tainted meat that UFC fighters can't eat.
I eat meat, and I'd be weary about eating meat that guy gave me. Oh, that's fair.
I ate Cuban meat before. It was a little weird the whole time. Cuban beef. You look at them too, like you're driving down the road. They're skinny as fuck.
Yes, Cuban beef.
We went to one place and they're like, it was a steakhouse in Cuba, and Alberta is known for their beef. Right? Like in Canada, if you get Alberta grade, AAA or whatever beef, you know you got a good steak. So I've been spoiled here because everything's Alberta meat. And going down to Cuba, I get this thing, and they said, "Oh, Alberta beef." I was like, "Fuck yes, cool." Ordered it. The most disgusting thing I've ever eaten in my life. The driest. Oh.
I don't know how into eating meat that's been shipped, all the way out fucking there.
Yeah.
Like that meat's traveled a long ways to fucking get there. It's probably sat around waiting for some fucker to order a steak. So, but yeah, that's the tension there. It's like, oh, he's trying to give him meat. Oh no. It's a hot angle.
Fuck.
Pay-per-view, dude. That's
so they took the all the bad parts from the CM Punk and Jericho feud.
Yeah. There you go. That's fair. They have this Congo Kong and Jimmy Jacobs promo where the whole deal is they've been trying to get Joseph Parks to turn into Abyss so that he can beat him and become, the new monster, I guess. Remind you of anything? WWE, Kane. But no less. Father James Mitchell came out. I thought that was fucking awesome. I love
dope.
James Mitchell. But yeah, he had a really long promo, and he brings out Abyss. They have a little bit of a brawl, and they set up for next week. There's a Monsters Ball match. So Congo
My-
Kong and Abyss.
My favorite James Mitchell quote is, "I'd rather bob for apples in a colostomy bag." That's my favorite
What
James
a-
Mitchell quote.
It's fucking great. He's awesome, man. I
He
like
is.
him.
He is Sinister Minister. Fuck yes.
Yeah, dude. That's good shit. Even back in WCW, when he had like Mortis and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. He's a great antagonist heel.
Yeah. We have Taya Valkyrie versus Rosemary. Taya Valkyrie has gained some weight. She has gained a noticeable amount of weight since you've seen her on Lucha Underground.
Really?
Which, that last season
she
of
was
Lucha
really
Underground.
fucking tiny though too. I can get behind that.
Oh, for me, I mean, taste-wise, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was
Fuck
like,
yeah,
Taya Valkyrie
dude.
looking hot. Dude. She also had a black eye makeup and black lipstick on, so I'm a sucker for those things as well. But it was a pretty shit match. Pretty fucking dog shit. Ends in a double count out.
I didn't expect that at all.
What's that?
Just to be an absolute dog shit match.
Yeah, it wasn't good. There was a lot of fucking botches in there. A lot of sloppy looking shit. Which is weird. You'd expect better from those two.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I won't say it was like, oh, it was a fucking shit show, but it was like, it wasn't very good. So Taya hits her finish on the ramp and then stands tall, so we're going to continue that. And then just a bunch of other bullshit. There's like a Lashley and Cage thing going on now, so I guess there's going to be a match somewhere in there.
I wouldn't say it would be very long away. Isn't Lashley supposed to be gone? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't say it goes to the
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, all these people who are supposed to be gone, and this shit was filmed so fucking long ago.
That's the problem, right? And it really dates it, and it kind of takes me out of it. It's like, okay, well, I know he's not going to be around in a couple weeks, so why would I get invested in anything he's going to do? He's not going to be continued as a character.
Well, yeah, like especially like Feast or Fired. Yeah, what's the point when like all these people are gone?
Yeah,
but yeah, Eli Drake is on the phone. He calls Chris Adonis allegedly. He says Chris, but then he says that he's fired. So I guess that's how they wrote Chris Adonis off the show.
Jesus Christ.
Doing his best Rock impression. The more I watch that shit, the more like Eli Drake is really just trying to rip off The Rock. That's all he's doing.
I can see that.
He's doing a Rock impression.
Basically.
But,
yeah, you're right. You're right. I can see that for sure.
Yeah, Matt Sydal is out to reveal his one true spiritual guide, and as we heard in the spoilers, he gives the belt to he gives his grand championship belt to Josh Matthews.
So Josh Matthews was his higher power.
Yeah, his true spiritual guide. So Josh Matthews is now the grand champion.
I
He
can see
straps
that.
the belt. He straps the belt onto himself, whilst he's wearing a fucking fleece vest over a t-shirt, and with jeans that had holes in them when he bought them. So, yeah.
I feel like Matt Sydal and Josh Matthews would use the same wardrobe designer.
And the problem with this is like, okay, now what? We're gonna have Matthews as like a heel, probably. I don't know, on commentary. But the main problem is that it left Dutt by himself, and that's fucking dangerous because that guy is new to commentary,
Very new.
and he fucking sucks at it. I'm sorry, sorry, Sanjay. You're not fucking good at it, and neither is Matthews. And like the shit they do, they're doing updated commentary on this shit too, because they're mentioning things that are happening now on commentary. So it's just, to me, you've got to record commentary when shit happens. That's just all there is to it.
I agree.
And if you're not doing commentary live, then like, what are you really doing?
Well, you're still doing commentary. It's just not.
Yeah, but it's not as good.
No,
It
no,
doesn't
I
have.
agree.
It just feels. Ugh. But the Feast or Fired had like 10 people. I guess that's the deal for it.
Man, how much happened in this fucking episode of Impact?
Yeah, right. Sanjay Dutt called it alone. for like a good half of it. Well, Matthews was I don't fucking know where, but Petey Williams grabs case number 2, Moose grabs number 4, EC3 grabs number 3, and Eli Drake grabs the other one. So,
I wonder who gets fired.
Well, either Drake or no, Drake is still there, isn't he?
Of course he is. Yeah,
That's right.
It's EC3. EC3 gets fired.
Well, obviously, yeah, exactly. Fucking stupid, dude. The idea that you would set up a match with a bunch of your people and they're like, oh, you know, if this top star, if he gets that briefcase, he's fired. Like, it's just stupid, dude. Is that a Vince Russo idea? It has to be.
I would imagine so, yeah.
I mean, four briefcases on poles. I mean, that's that screams Vince Russo, bro.
Yeah, it. I would imagine it was probably Vince Russo.
I like a pole match, but what's better than 2 poles?
4 poles.
4 poles. It's almost twice as good. It's almost twice as good.
Yeah, it's just trying to relive his fantasy of just getting cockeyed by 4 dudes.
Yeah.
Sucking 4 poles.
Yeah, you gotta wait until next week to find out who gets what.
Who actually took the fucking shot.
Yeah. So, obviously it's EC3. Who's gonna be fired.
Yeah.
It's Impact. It's whatever. I mean, it's like not that much worse than Raw or SmackDown.
No, I can see that. Yeah, no. I didn't stop watching wrestling because it was worse than Raw. I stopped watching it just because it's too much of the same.
Well, and there's too much wrestling. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I don't watch it every week because it's like you can't watch everything. It's impossible. Even the big shit, you know, that's not even saying like all the fucking indies out there and now like who are on Twitch. AAW is going to be on Twitch now, by the way.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Yeah. At some point in time, Jim, we might just have to just do whack job fucking different things.
What do you mean?
Skip Raw some weeks.
Oh, God. I feel like we have to talk about
I
those.
know, that's the worst.
But yeah, Impact's better than SmackDown's been lately, if you ask me.
SmackDown, I really hope that they go back to not doing a split brand and I can just go back to not watching SmackDown.
Oh, I think they're still going to have separate shows, but each pay-per-view is just going to have half from SmackDown, half from Raw.
Oh, yeah, no, I know, but at some point in time they're going to get rid of this brand split.
Maybe.
Well, because like, you look at it, too, if they go over to Fox, Raw will be on Fox, SmackDown will probably be on Fox Sports 1, so there'll be less of a demand on SmackDown. So SmackDown would just be your B show. You know what I mean?
And then what? You fire a bunch of people because you don't need them.
Yeah, exactly.
Not bad.
Everybody talking to everybody needs a job is like, well, no. Everybody doesn't need a job. The good people should get a job. Like if you fired Kevin Owens but kept Mojo Rawley, yeah, no, that's pretty unjust. But, you know.
Fair enough, man. Let's Impact. What's the new episode of the Federation I listened to the other day? Fucking Battle of the Woos. Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that shit's up on the mofudge.com. Everywhere else podcasts are found. What else? What's coming up next in there?
Next week will be Halloween Havoc 1989, which will be the Terror Dome match between Sting and Ric Flair taking on Terry Funk and I believe the Great Muta. With Ole Anderson on one side and who's on the other side? I can't remember now. Somebody else.
The fucking Terror Dome.
The Terror Dome. So I've got it. I've got it half watched. It's something else.
There you go. Check that shit out. If you like this show, you'll fucking love the Federation. And if once you listen to all the shows on this channel and you listen to everything on the Federation channel, you're still looking for more wrestling podcasts, check out our friends at Wrestling Soup, The Strap, Sat Pod, Shooting the Shiznit, Smack It Down. Check all those guys out. And what else we got, man? Some shout-outs?
Are you sure your voice is going to be able to handle it?
Yeah, right.
You're positive.
I think we'll make it.
Yeah. You sure?
We got it. While I load this and try to stall. I love them shits. Retweet our pinned episode on Twitter. Get yourself a shout out on the show. Like all these people. Beeshwing22, Pro Wrestling Blab, Grammars, I'm going to Jackson. Hold on, where's I'm going to Jackson from? It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Fucker. You don't have your location there, so how am I supposed to know? Fuzz and Travis, RCA, NFL, and PWF. Haas Magoosh. That's a pretty sweet name. Haas Magoosh. Leo, Smark Spot Podcast, Smark to Death Podcast, Terry Ansel, The Strap, Wayne G, Viva La JD, Cinnabud Podcast, Spanish Announce Table Podcast, Keith Martin, Geeks Marks Nerds, Bobby Anthem, THT Wrestling, Chris Savage, JC Sterling, Caleb Morganfield, So Divine, Lance Levine, The Federation, Christian and Damon, Evil Evan, Well Kept and Unclean, Don Homie, Jumpin' Jeremy Foltz, B Blades, Shooting the Shiznit, Tom Zim, Burbs, Tony Vasquez, EMZT Radio Podcast, Jericho MPM, AC Patty, Klondike Bill, and Jay Dune. Shoutouts to all of you. Whoever this is, I don't know who has this Klondike Bill, but
man,
they're
glorious.
fucking account. I've been like interacting, like shooting the shit with Klondike Bill, and I'm just gonna in my mind, it is Klondike Bill.
Oh, I'm going with that as well.
And we were talking the other night on Twitter, like 4 in the morning or some shit, talking about fucking banging women with kielbasa's and shit. It's amazing. Oh, dude, I fucking woke up last Saturday, the day after we did the show, and I had I was like, my eye was fucked. I'm like, what the hell is that, dude? I'm like, is that pink eye? I can't think of anything else in your eye. And I posted on Twitter, I'm going to the fucking clinic because my eye is fucked, and he said something about he's like, oh, you eat ass, make sure you wear eye protection. That was my problem, because I went in there and I had fucking pink eye in one of my eyes. I had no idea, dude.
Jim.
The fuck do I have pink eye, man? Gave me some eye drops, and the next day it was fine. I took some eye drops and I was good, but fucking pink eye, man. Dangers of eating ass, I guess. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
Is
that's
there
too
anything
funny.
else that we have to cover before we get the fuck out
I
of here?
had the cops knocking on my door last night at midnight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't answer. I was stoned. I was smoking a bowl. I just peeked out the window, waited for him to leave.
Yeah. Fuck that. I don't want to know anything about what they got.
Well, and they were. We don't have access to the front door. Our door's the back, anyways. And he was knocking on the front door. So I was like, well, I mean, it's not even my door, really. So.
Technically, right?
Yeah, but I was like, I'm really stoned. And my window is right next to the door, right? And so it's open a little crack. It's just like, god damn, you could probably smell it too.
Oh, that shit lingers in cold air too, right?
Yeah.
You walk outside, you're like, oh, someone took a hit here an hour ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I think we've fucking done it, man.
I think so too. This daunting show we got in an hour and 7 minutes. Or 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh, fucking A. There you go. Follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. Throw a like. Check out the Hall of Fame. Got the 152nd inductee put in this last week.
One of the
Bullet Bob Armstrong.
I've seen that.
Oh, there you go. Check that shit out. Buy the t-shirts. Hit us up. I don't know. That's it.
Just
anything else?
At the end of the day, give us your money.
Give me my money. Yeah.
I need the money.
Yeah, man. No. We don't have to take your money. Just,
just prefer
help
to.
spread the word. Yeah. Well, everyone wants money. I mean, come on.
Yes.
Everybody's got a price. The wise man once said.
I believe he's a pastor now, so he's not so wise. So
Probably making hella money still. We'll be back next week to recap the next round of the New Japan Cup. What else we got coming up? More Mania previews. We'll see what how they advance the booking for that.
yeah. And other than that, there's I think the finals of New Japan. When is the 25th? Is New Japan Strong Style Evolved? What's today?
Today is the 17th.
So we'll probably be previewing that next week.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we will. Well, there you go. That's something.
So that'd be something to look forward to.
Come on back for that shit, baby. And until then, we thank you very much for listening. May you get all of the dick and or pussy you desire. Remember, a winner is you, and as always, be excellent to each other. See you next week.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light.